No Hana, otherwise known as the Flowers of Evil. Kasuga Takayo is a bookworm. He admires a girl from a distance at his school. Her name is Seiki Nanako. He idolizes Seiki, referring to her as a goddess of literature or an angel. One day he forgets his book in the classroom and runs back to pick it up. He finds not only his book, but Seiki's gym uniform. Without thinking anything else, he steals her gym uniform. The following day, it is clear to everyone in his class that some pervert stole her uniform. Meanwhile, Kasuga is dying inside with shame and guilt. But suddenly, Sawa Nakamura, a classmate of Kasuga, who sits behind him in their classroom. She's a strange, lonely and an isolated girl. Later that day, Nakamura says that she saw him take Seiki's uniform. However, instead of revealing it was him, Nakamura blackmails Kasuga into a contract, which was to follow her orders. Knowing that he has been in for Seiki, Nakamura starts to taunt him by pushing him into Seiki's breast, and she demands that he should write an essay about the experience. As a consequence of not writing an essay, she undresses him and forces him to wear Seiki's stolen clothes. Later on the series, Kasuga asks Seiki out on a date, and after Nakamura finds out, she forces Kasuga to wear Seiki's gym uniform underneath his own for the date. While Kasuga and Seiki are on their date, Nakamura follows them very closely. Nakamura orders Kasuga to kiss Seiki, which he refuses. Nakamura gets angry and splashes a bucket of water on him, which reveals Seiki's gym uniform underneath his shirt. He quickly runs away before Seiki has time to notice.
Okay, I think I should stop right here and start by saying that do not watch this anime, instead just read the manga. That is only if you're interested in this series at all. Now, the problem facing with this anime is that first of all, some of the fans of the manga were not pleased with how they went about adapting the series into an anime. The manga is drawn as you'd see any other manga, therefore getting a live animation or a rotoscope of the series might have pissed a lot of fans off. Now secondly, I mean, it's fair enough, everyone probably has someone they admire from a distance, so they want to get close to. Now you go into your class, then you go pick up your book, then you find your crush's gym clothes and you want to steal it, then you take it home, you fucking start smelling it. Wow man, fuck this. This is the signs of a series getting dropped off after the first 2 episodes, okay? So I wouldn't really get into this anime if you don't like them type of shit. Thirdly, I have never seen a girl this twisted, and I have never seen a guy who's so fucking pathetic. I mean, come on, letting her undress you, humiliate you, and by the way, this is happening in a fucking school library. I mean, isn't anyone around to see what's going on? They are fucking making a lot of noise. Okay, now let's think about this logically, okay? He's wearing his crush's gym clothes that he stole himself underneath his shirt, then he's going to go on a date with her. I mean, what the fuck, bro? It's one thing to steal her clothes, then you fucking wear it underneath your own for the date because a fucking weirdo is telling you to. This anime has no fucking logic. I don't know if any sane people will do that. Fuck this shit. Now let's talk about the ending. The ending of the anime was kind of puzzling and leaves you with more questions. Because as you'd see a preview for the second season, they try to leave the viewers with a hint of a second season, which is probably not going to happen because the anime really didn't do that well in the market. And if you're someone who's curious about the ending, it's a good thing the manga have ended in 2014, so you could just read it. I can say that the ending of the manga was not a bad one. It is a happy ending, but he doesn't end up with Nakamura or Seiki, if that is the only thing that you wanted to know. And finally, I want to say the author of the manga had a purpose for doing the series. He tried to tackle some of the issues and answer some of the problems which mainly focused on adolescents, which the series does achieve because it shows how someone like Kasuga might react to the people around them if they were in some situation similar to him. Because we see Kasuga reacting differently towards his parents as the series progresses, which causes their family bonds to break. Again, this is an unpleasant thing to see, but this is just playing with the viewer's emotion. Personally, I find it hard to relate to this anime, but some people did understood the concept of the series, because after searching on the internet I did see a handful of people praising the anime, but majority who have seen it had hardly anything good to say. Now for the animation, I know some people are pissed off, some people are annoyed, some people are not getting into this type of animation, but this type of animation is really underrated, because there are some amazing series out there such as Ping Pong the Animation, which I might do a review of in the future, so I highly recommend it to anyone who is or isn't into this type of animation, because it really sets an example. And finally, thank you so much for watching. If you did, subscribe to the channel if you want, like the video if you did, comment if you have anything to say. This will mean a lot. So take care till next time. Bye bye.